In 2011, Riley Tillon uploaded 3 videos describing an unseen presence in his home. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm in danger. Oh no, it slipped. Hey, yo! A 4th video in 2013 raised concerns over his safety and prompted an official investigation. What? What? Oh, why is this so real? This is like the first few episodes of the Mandela, whatever the heck, where you're like, oh, this like feels way too real. And then when they start to build the world, it's like, oh, okay. So like these first couple of episodes, I'm gonna pee myself, dude. I'll never forget the night that I scared a bunch of my friends, making them watch the Mandela catalog. The first like 2 episodes, everyone was freaked out. I was like, what? I thought everybody was gonna like be like, this is not scary. Come back to hunt Chris in his sleep. Wink. What? You should get drunk. I'm not going to get drunk and high, okay? I did that 2 nights ago. I'm not trying to do that again, okay? That's a bad experience because I'm just going to be like, and everything's going to be spinning. It gets better as you go, Chris. It hard start better.
Many
ending.
dimensions intersect with their own, several of which are 2D planes. When 2 or more planes intersect, they
Oh, no. I picked the wrong one to get high. Form
corners. Entities in the intersecting planes cannot perceive each other. They exist separately in their own worlds.
Right.
However, the corner folk can pass these boundaries and enter other planes. The corner folk are a trans-dimensional species. They are the only ones who can traverse the corners shaped by planes. Coincidentally, I believe that the corners of my own home align with
geometry,
where I've seen the corner folk in action, crossing the corners from one reality to another.
Marble Hornets, please. It's story-based. While making this photo, I heard no. While making this video, I heard the corner folk and immediately got my camera. This is what I recorded. It's okay. Don't even worry about it, Sorrow. Don't worry about it, dude. This is gonna be fire. It's gonna pop out. Oh. What? Replay? 0.5 speed? I don't know if I want to. It's staring in my soul!
This leap requires massive amounts of energy that, when released, produces bright blue flashes.
That look like
I've
eyes!
discovered the source of this energy, and the reason behind the cornerful crossings remains unknown.
Is this scary, chat? This doesn't seem scary to me. Does this get scary? Upload 2. 10/27/11. Oh, this is what's his name? Riley Tiller or whatever. Corner folk
While I was
update.
at work, my cameras captured up to 12 corner folk huddling in the doorway. I used to think that they had to cross dimensions quickly, but the new footage has proven otherwise. When I'm not around, they take a break from traveling and exhibit micro movements similar to dreaming animals.
All right, what do we think of the corner folk's fucking ability? Do we think it got it like that or what? Do we think we get a corner folk waifu or what? What's up with that?
They must feel safe in these corners, which suggests that...
What if instead of corner folk, it was freak folk? And they got real freaky when they travel through dimensions. I'm so sorry, any YouTube viewers. This is horrible. I'm so sorry. I'm going to be pausing a lot. I have to let you know. I already pause a lot when I'm sober. When I just took a hit of my inhaler, let's just say I get a little too goofy with it, okay? So I'm so sorry in advance.
The corner folk's own home is made of similar structures.
It can suck your dick in multiple dimensions? Chris, stop pausing, you twink. Hey! I'm so sorry. The corner world.
I imagine that their corner world is made of many plane intersections, allowing them to move freely without using up any energy. My photographs show that smaller corner folk have odd impressions on their skin, as though they have...
Yo, was that the Playboy Cardi album cover?
...been pressed against many plane intersections at once. The corners likely belong to a nursery or a crib in their own world.
Twink! Hey!
Placed in close proximity could be used to secure the infant from leaving the corner world.
Chad, stop calling me a twink!
In search of food, the same way we only leave our homes for resources.
Oh, okay.
The corner world may be used to raise young...
Chad, I think you guys need to leave the home for some resources. And when I say some resources, I mean getting some hoes.
While my own house's corners serve as rest stops of sorts during their journeys.
Y'all ever had any encounters with some freaky ass motherfuckers at a rest stop? Hmm? 24?
I've begun to dream of the corner world.
Huh?
I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, wow.
According to the calendar, I've spent entire weeks in my home.
Oh, wow.
Just drawing and describing the corner world on paper.
Uh-huh.
I lost my job last month due to repeated absences.
No!
It really does feel like I just left the office this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
When the corner folk jump,
Yeah.
it feels as though they're taunting me.
Oh. That's not cool.
But I'm close to a solution.
Okay.
Regardless of whether my body survives the forces of the corner world or
What?
not, this much is certain. The fear of my own destruction will not prevent my entry.
What? Chat, I know that's all you when it comes to goth women. Don't even lie, dude. Oh, she wants to tie me up? She wants to hog tie me and fuck my butt? My sense of fear will not change my intrigue. Oh, she wants to tie me up, ball gag me, fuck my butt with 2 dildos? Okay. I've heard you can get 2 raccoons up there. I think that'll be fine. Entry? Yo. What's that? Watch that Wendigoon, then it again. I may have watched this on Wendigoon. Yeah, not gonna lie. This would low-key be scarier than anything else appearing in my room. Urban, you would like it. I don't even want to hear it. Following his last update, viewers requested a wellness check on Riley Tillon. Local authorities found Tillon asleep in one corner of his room. Oh. Closer examination revealed that his internal organs had been folded along various axes, warranting immediate medical attention. Okay, so he's not all good. Okay, got it. Yep. During his recovery, Tillon vividly made origami despite claiming to have never been taught how to do so. As of 2020, he remains in the care of his friends. So his brain's gone to mush. Is that what I'm hearing? Corner Folk, a film by Alex Casanas. Music by Andrew Wilson. Yeah, this music on fire. Your brain's hurting from watching this, Christian? August 2020. Following audio is an excerpt from a 18... What? Holy fuck. An 1889 interview with the designer of the Statue of Liberty. The most difficult aspect of the construction was the... you know what? You guys can read it. Although the statue was intended to be a gift, the U.S. ambassador urged us to follow President Grant's requests. We agreed, and each month we received varying size requirements for the pedestal. After 4 years, requests to change the size of the pedestal ceased. People wonder why the pedestal is so much taller than the lady. All I can tell them is ask the Americans. In 1949, the statue underwent extensive renovations. The official blueprint behind the change, titled STLI 1.8084, was classified for 36 years. How deep is your voice? I didn't. Okay, I'm not even reading that. Engine. Okay. It's kind of. Never mind. Axle. Okay. Wheels. What? Wheels for what? Entrance, okay. Oh, stairs. Oh, okay. Drain. That's what I'm gonna do to my balls. Waste storage. What's wasting? During the summer of 1954, thousands of immigrants described a foul odor while passing through Elias Island. Jay, what's up, bro? Where the hell my Uber take me? Jay, I literally almost posted the other day. I miss and then added you. Sad face. What's up, bro? Elias Island was awful. The whole place wrecked of flesh like a slaughterhouse. What? There were also dead birds everywhere. My sister even found one in the toilet. What? If this is how the coast is, my father said, imagine how bad the city smelled. I remember hearing other families half-jokingly say that they wanted to return to Million because of the smell. My family had sprayed perfume and burned candles to keep the stench away, but it would only work for an hour or so until the air became unbearable again. Sorry, I was reading chat. I've been good lately doing... Dude, hell yeah, Jay. Happy to hear it, bro. Let's fucking go, dog. Yo, chat, Greenish was just saying earlier how I don't ask you guys, I'm not trying to sell you anything. What I'm trying to sell you guys is getting JLBK and Sorrow subs. Okay, that's what I'm trying to sell you guys on. Oh my god. Purple, you're so real for that. The evenings were so hot, I stayed mostly awake even though the rest of my family slept soundly. Oh. I remember looking out the window each night and seeing lines of people being led to the Liberty statue by officials. What? And after they would go into the pedestal, the officers would leave and nothing else would happen. What? The following morning would smell so much worse though, like a slaughterhouse. What? Wait, how did this turn into being about the creator of the Statue of Liberty? My brain is not braining. Exactly, dude. Ellis Island Immigration Station closed the following November. Oh. August 1985. First sighting of the Liberty Lurker. Yo. They was getting freaky in the Statue of Liberty. Gage, what's up, homie? How's it going? This is the Monument Mythos. What if instead of the Statue of Liberty, it was the Statue of Freaky, and she was just getting freaky with someone? How about that, chat? What would you guys have to say about that, huh? Upon investigation, local authorities likened the waste storage compartment to a mass grave. What? Wait, let me see before this, though. Can I see the little guy? Oh, he pops out. Oh my god, was that Mothman? Was that Mothman, dude? What the fuck? What is that? What is that? A mass grave of saints? Love that song so much. If you have family members who were last seen at Elias Island between the years 1949 and 1954, you may be entitled to compensation. Compensation? That's all I'm getting? Hell no, dude. Oh, no, I'm scared. Nope. 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 Liberty Lurker, a film by Alex. Yo, Alex, what the fuck, dude? Where did my Kith Ball hoodie go? I'm gonna put it on to feel safe, dude. The end. What a happy little songs you have here. Alex! Treeback! Rest in peace. The National Park Service finds the Mount Rushmore National Memorial vandalized. No. The U.S. government can fund mass murder. Oh, it's the fallout of them finding out that this happened. Yo, what's up, Amara? What? Oh, is he gonna say this? The U.S. government can fund mass murders. It's labeled as national monument. Every day, executions occur in 2,600 American landmarks. What? The blood of liberty will be avenged. The souls of Lincoln will be freed. What? Imagine getting all the famous people from Mount Rushmore into a nightmare blunt rotation. Oh my god. They all just saying the N-word hard R, like all crazy style. August 14th, 2003. More messages are found on Mount Rushmore. Trevor Moore has a song about that? Wait, really? That's fire. I will introduce Infection next week, Monday to Sunday, 10:12 to 10:13 p.m. Watch the symptoms. Huh? Is this how COVID started? Founding Fathers rap? Yo, are we talking about epic rap battles of history? Holy shit, I got that right while being high. Holy shit. Let's go. Due to security concerns, the National Park Service assigns patrols for the next 7 nights. Aw, hell nah. This is the fellow who released COVID? What is happening? I don't know, dude. It's scary, though. The patrols are told to videotape all anomalies from 10:12 to 10:13 p.m. Monday. Or more like that again, Christian? Holy shit, full legal name. Okay. Damn, bro, use the focus ring. Jesus Christ, I can't see anything. I don't wanna. Is it Bonbon? Not scared, just confused. Bro, did you not read the thing about people being compensated? This shit gonna go crazy with AI once they find out how to harness this shit for little movies like this. Why is it flashing so fast? Imagine just hear, poof, and he's dead. Yeah, dude. I don't care. Fuck them kids. Yo. Oh, guys. Do we hear this? Sorrow doesn't care about immigrants. Fuck Bigfoot doing? Nah, I'm out. Sorrow. Ah! Whoa, Sorrow. Thursday. What the flip is that noise? Bigfoot. Yo. A little bit too political for this liberal ass chat. Hey. Knock it off, liberal. Dude, Sorry has said shit since then. Are we getting Freaky Friday? Ooh. Yo, what he doing? You think the aliens fuck? Bigfoot would be cool instead of scary. Shut up. Saturday? Are you telling me this guy stood in the same spot for 7 days? Remove lens cap. Remove lens cap? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Do we think we could fuck aliens? Freaklands. What? Yo. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo, message effect? That's fire. Even 20 bits. I don't care about people. I don't know, but I won't go out of my way to hurt anyone, but I will go out of my way to help a stranger regardless of background. Fuck you, Chris. Holy shit, Twink! Did you get that from your fucking PR manager? Holy shit. No, you put that in ChatGPT. That's crazy, dude. Holy shit. I will be $10 that the aliens either has 2 dicks or just massive ones. That's Mount Friends. What? Chat, what if I comment it looks like the shit that shot out of this? What would that mean for me? Hit me up if you need a new PR person. No, wrote it, brother. Likely story. That is what a Trumper would say. Sorrow B. Kendrick in this chat? What? Who's Drake? You would be so fucked, Chris. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. Yo, who's Drake? Who's Drake, chat? If Sorrow's Kendrick, who's Drake? Don't you say me. Don't you fucking say me. I'm not flipping Drake, dude, okay? Knock it off. You're Drake. I'm good. I'll turn you into a tree. What? All right, we're continuing with this. Mount Rushmore smells just like baby powder nowadays. I think it comes from the stuff that the workers put on the heads. Yeah, I see them do it all the time. They go from Washington to Lincoln every night, powdering it like a baby. What? What? Oh my god. Oh. Hannah McUlry, local photographer. It's not baby powder, it's Coke. Because I have wells that no one knows about. It's a family thing. Shut up, Amish Mafia. I don't want to hear it out of you. Jay, thanks again for the biddies, by the way. Is this like a meme? Yeah. No, this is a fucking analog horror series. Like, generally, what the fuck is this? Wait, where is this? Is this Antarctica? Aliens be as high as this chat. Map of Pacific Branch, United States military prison. Ooh! It's Alcatraz? Fortifications. I bet you're real familiar with it, huh? Huh, Amara, I bet you are. Was that fence? Reservoirs. Yep. Knew it. Water tower. With what? Morgue. Uh-oh. You know where I got him. The Alcatraz prison? Yeah. Stockade/yard. That's where you were conceived, Amara. In the Alcatraz prison. Detector shed. Uh-huh. Yup. Main prison. Nice. Fire. True story. See? Ruins? What? Why does it look like a butthole? Please learn how to fucking read, Chris. Tennis courts. Being dyslexic is like being a fairy without wings, okay? What was that? Hey! Hey! Wait a second! I think they're trying to hide something from us. What's that thing? Kind of looks like a rabbit. They're so gay. This diagram looks familiar. Alcatraz Island, 1 day before therapy. We're getting therapy? Nah, you definitely a fairy. What? Chris, get some water, lube up your throat. You send more gravelly than usual. Alcatraz oases. Ooh! What we got here? Butthole pit. Oh, it doesn't look like a butthole anymore. It only looks like a butthole when it's out of focus. What are we doing here? What's about to happen to that guy? What's about... What? What's happening? Metamorphosis. I would do Alien for money. For money. Alcatraz Island Radiation Therapy 1. Alcatraz got canceled, so it had to go to therapy. Uh-oh. Alien goo on that shit. I think y'all are overreacting just... What is this? Oh, this is the thing we saw originally. 1950. Okay, 1955. 1960. 1965. 1970. 1975. 1980? Okay. 1985. Okay, it's getting a little freaky. Oh, where's it going? 1990? Oh, it's going into the... It's going... 1995? 2000, it's going into it's in America. 2000, Mr. President. 2010, Mr. President, we got an alien on our ship. What the fuck? 2015, 2020? No. 2025? Yo, 2030? 2035? 2040? 2045? 2050? I'll be 50. No, I won't. I'll be 49. Right into San Francisco? Where are the 49ers supposed to play? Alcatraz Island, one day after the derby. Do you think alien goo would get you hot? What? What is that? No, I don't get. What is it? Oh, they're going into Alcatraz. As of 2020, the Alcatraz zone extends to West Texas? What? Alcatraz attack. Dean Democracy. A look back at America's 37th president. He was a freak.
During the program of ABC Evening News, anchor Peter Jennings told viewers to look forward to next week for a special broadcast of national significance.
More Alcatraz?
Jennings would continue to remind viewers of the special broadcast over the next 7 nights, even referring to it at one point as the most unprecedented announcement in recent history. A week after its first mention, Jennings reminded viewers of the special broadcast one last time, asking them to pay attention later that night for an exclusive look at the greatest gift to the American people. Due to the anticipation built over the week, over 60 million Americans tuned into ABC, waiting for the evening news to end and for the special broadcast.
No, the goddamn liberals got it! I want this on Fox News! Probably had some liberal bullshit in it! This shit happened because nobody could match my freak. Who gonna match my freak? Who gonna match my nesty? Probably my favorite episode, but maybe there's another one coming up.
Cast to begin. There were countless theories as to what would occur, from the announcement of alien life to the declaration of an all-out nuclear war.
So is this the wife-beating guy? Wife-beating guy, the president? We've had a president that wasn't one of those? I thought she was licking her toes. Oh, God, I wish.
Speculation was brewing intensely. Once the evening news program ended,
this guy,
a black screen with a 10-second countdown commenced with the title Dean Democracy. Some viewers, so terrified of the threat of nuclear war, reportedly experienced nervous breakdowns and ran down the street, declaring that Dean Democracy was the code name for an all-out nuclear holocaust.
What?
Yet once the countdown ended, all fears were soon replaced with tears of joy and an excitement not seen since the end of World War II.
What? 51 aliens couldn't escape me, yo.
What are we waiting for? Let's bring them back home.
Dean for president? Oh! Because I'm planning on writing books in the future as a hobby. I've done many writing classes. I'm just a boring loser into writing. My man, W-Mans.
Seconds following James Dean's presidential announcement, hundreds of thousands of neighborhoods erupted into celebration. Although other candidates had promised to end the Vietnam War, none had so accurately expressed the same anger that they had felt, which Dean had perfectly conveyed in a 15-second broadcast.
15 seconds?
Due to popular demand, the ABC Evening News was canceled the next night, replaced by a 30-minute loop of James Dean's presidential announcement. The broadcast was watched again by over 38 million Americans, and the parties continued for the rest of the week.
What?
Due to repeated assassination attempts on Robert Kennedy, the Democratic Party presidential debates were canceled for the 1968 election season.
Wait! President Kennedy... Wait, hold on. Oh my God. This was not the one to watch while I was high. I have to pay attention.
Due to repeated assassination attempts on Robert Kennedy, the Democratic Party presidential debates were canceled for the 1968 election season.
Dude. He's alive, bro. Holy shit. There's no way. So, let me get this straight. They got arguably one of the best presidents Wait. JFK was only in his first run, right? He was only in his first. Oh my God, I'm blanking on it. Oh fuck, what's it called? He's only on his first term. Yeah. Kennedy. Dude, I'm saying is they really had two of the best presidents back to back. Like, obviously they love this fucking Dean guy, but JFK was arguably like one of the least bad presidents. You know what I'm saying? At least from what I know. Dude seemed cool, you know? Tomorrow's your birthday, Sorrow? Yes, Sorrow, I'm not streaming tomorrow, but Tuesday if I stream? Probably. It's okay, Chris, I'm not even high and it's confusing. Yo, my man. Thank you, King.
However, this proved to be no issue for Dean, as polls indicated that he was in the lead for the entirety of 1967 and 1968, despite having had fewer public appearances and rallies than any other candidate.
No way.
The strength of his campaign relied on the powerful advertisements he directed.
Also, Sorrow, happy early birthday, OG. I hope you have a great day. He was mob affiliated, so I fuck with him the long way. Yo. We getting back-to-back analog? Let's go.
That would air every Friday evening on ABC.
Dude, I don't know if I can do that, though. I don't know if I can do that, bro. Marble Hornets scare me. I think Slender Man might have been the probably the second scariest creepypasta for me. And I live in the middle of nowhere. I said that already, dude. Oh, I don't know, dude. I might not be able to do that, bro. I might not be able to do that. I might get too scary. Or too scared. Let me go back up here.
Other candidate. The strength of his campaign relied on the powerful advertisements he directed that would air every Friday evening on ABC. The series of programs would be considered by many as another week.
I'm not even saying it out loud. That's how much it fucking scares me. The R-A-K-E. I'm not even kidding you. I know it's a creepypasta. I've watched multiple videos about it not being real. I know it's not real, but it still scares the shit out of me. Slenderman, I'm like 95%. You know, there's still 5% that I'm like, holy shit, that could be totally real, you know? Dude, I don't know what it is. I think it's just the fact of thinking about that thing. Because I lived out in the middle, like, I'm in the middle of nowhere now, but I lived really out in the middle of nowhere, like, surrounded by woods when I was younger, like, for the first, like, 20 years of my life. So thinking about, like, going out to, like, check on, like, animals at some point in the night and just looking and seeing that thing. Oh, dude, it sends shivers up my spine now, dude. Oh, my God. Okay, we got to continue this.
Weekly TV series, and went on to become the highest-rated TV show on television after the conclusion of Star Trek in 1967. Although a presidential debate was eventually scheduled 2 weeks before the election, James Dean instead invited opponent Richard Nixon to a track to race cars on the same night.
What?
Although reluctant at first, Nixon eventually agreed and went to spend the entire day with Dean, reportedly even telling the actor, "To hell with it, I'm voting for you.
What?
You're already a better president than I'll ever be." This statement, although only a rumor, would spread like wildfire in tabloids and permanently curbed Nixon's chance for victory.
Nah, it's not a game. It's like, chat, how would you guys describe an ARG for GMV? Low key, after playing the Reagan Roblox and watching it ragdoll after one hit, all fear went away. No, we stay inside at night, lock our windows and doors, block out our windows. Exactly, dude. Considering me and my friend made up a monster when we were camping for fun to blame shit on, yeah, I get it. It's fucking terrifying. Yo, thank you. You got a video for me then? It's a real game. You gotta play it IRL. What? No, shut up. Shut up. But Gage, think of it as like, basically think of it as like an internet movie almost. Like, that's probably the easiest way for me to describe it. That was uploaded in small parts. Some smaller, some bigger. Your fear is like me with the Bubba Duke. I won't say that liberal's name out loud. Sag. I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to tap in. If you're in the woods at night and you hear a whistle, run. It's like a fake documentary film kind of thing, but for fake scary shit that isn't happening based on almost our real world. Greenish said it perfectly. Yep, that's exactly it. Yep. It's an Australian horror movie. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, no, greenish, same. Yeah, there's a bunch of creepypastas and things. I'm like, you know, if I'm getting like in my like, ooh, I don't know, it could be out there bag, they become very real and I'm very afraid of it. And I think I'm gonna stop talking about it now because it's freaking me out very, very, very much. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna continue with the ARG. Sorry, I mean the ARG, the fucking analog horror.
On the morning of November 1st, 1968, 4 days before Election Day, anti-Dean groups hijacked radio channels and told civilians they were fed up with James Dean and that television was ruining American youth. After the broadcast, the groups went on to cut hundreds of power lines in the southeast, effectively preventing any of Dean's presidential ads from reaching any household below Tennessee. Dean quickly heard of the incident and, despite the risk of an assassination, flew down to the south and quickly went to work with local electricians to repair the broken power lines. James Dean would be met with a supportive crowd, primarily younger voters who were eager to see a younger face back in the White House. Elderly white conservatives, often the parents of the younger
just talking about
remained in their houses
and
occasionally peered through their window blinds to catch a glimpse of the handsome candidate. Although it wasn't known to Dean at the time, hate groups in the South had perpetuated the idea that he was Satan in disguise and cited his good looks and his love for jazz as being clear signs of the devil.
His love for jazz! I ain't shit funny now. Oh, is this a little edit that they made? Wow.
James Dean is no man.
Is this Star Wars?
Elderly white conservatives in the Southeast would be the only demographic unfazed by his campaign, yet Dean continued to travel from state to state, repairing power lines for 4 days straight until the very morning of the election. On November 5th, 1968, James Dean received 75% of the popular vote.
I'm scrolling down and watching 25% of the screen.
With 395 electoral votes. Nixon congratulated Dean in a phone call the following morning, but Dean refused to acknowledge the win and instead asked to race cars again at the track.
What?
On January 20th, 1969, James Dean held his inaugural address at the official Capitol Raceway. Although presidents in the past had speeches that were typically around 20 minutes, Dean spoke for less than a minute.
What?
I have a speech, and it has the flotsam that you people expect to hear. But that's not fair. No, that's not fair at all. I'm here for all of you. It's only fair that you speak for yourselves. My words shouldn't be louder than yours. So I've brought many other guests to speak. They're just people like you and I. In the same time that many other presidents have spoken by themselves, America will speak. Thank you.
So, was James Dean, like, really loved? Like, when he was alive? I don't know anything about him. Sorry. Call me a fucking Gen Z fucking idiot. But was, like, he loved? Would it have been this kind of, like, vibe if he was alive and ran for president? Yeah. Yeah. Fire. It was the, yeah. It was the, he was a hot young actor and was loved by all. Oh, that's real. Hold on. Sorry, YouTube. Harry Styles? Really? He was only 24. Damn, that's so sad, bro. Oh, somebody made a movie about him? The bi Hollywood icon we lost too soon? He was bisexual? Oh, is that why the elderlies didn't like him? Harry Styles of our generation, he's basically like Taylor Swift. Oh. Damn, bro. Word. Gonna have to tap in more. All right, anyways, let's continue. This guy's a W president. Why does Taylor Swift run for president?
He proceeded to introduce many groups to the microphone, including civil rights activists and Native American families. Martin Luther King Jr. would also come forward to speak in his first appearance since an attempt on his life 9 months prior.
Yo, what?
President Dean would conclude the inauguration with a brief bongo performance and went on to race Richard Nixon at the track. In subsequent presidential inaugurations, those who disagreed with the elected president would instead celebrate Dean Democracy Day and protested by watching Dean's unique take on the address in place of the actual one. In a televised address, President Dean
April 20th, 1969. That is fire, President Dean. Did he get on the mic and was like, well, everyone, as your president on April 20th, 1969, you better be getting freaky with a bit and smoking Halloween. Marijuana is now legalized in the States. For everyone that get freaky with a bit.
And to inform Americans of his first 90 days in office. However, 6 seconds into the broadcast, the audio cut out and remained absent for the remainder of the speech.
No.
Although anti-Dean groups claimed responsibility and took pride in the sabotage, many civilians claimed that it benefited the president. The silent broadcast highlighted President Dean's sincere facial expressions and lively disposition, as opposed to the stern and stiff personalities of prior administrations.
To all Americans, it's Freaky Day. Take your socks off.
Viewers were proud to see a man in his prime at the most important position in the country. Ironically, President Dean's popularity grew after the technical difficulty, and film director Stanley Kubrick went on to call the broadcast the greatest silent film ever made.
Yo, they are all doing tornadoes on this dude's dick. JFK type press. It's crazy that in this reality, right? They may have demons and whatever. I don't give a fuck. Little fucking creatures flying all around. It's crazy they had JFK that survived, and then they had this guy as president. That is fucking crazy. And also, Martin Luther King survived. What the fuck, dude? It's not fair. I'll take demons in our world if we get cool shit like this to happen. To all Americans, it is time to get freaky with a bitch and get high as balls. They bouncing on his wood, for real, for real. Robert is the brother of JFK, Chris? Wait. They said Robert? Wait, Robert lived? I thought wait, why did I think you guys were talking about JFK? So it would have been like the Mr. Yo! Like the Mr. Ballin story where Robert was supposed to be president. No way. So then they could have had JFK later on after Dean? What the fuck? I was gonna keep this man on this shit and keep making jokes, Sarah. I expect you to ruin his career with your words and Marble Hornet Slenderman jokes, please. Night, Chris. Yo, or night chat, night, Chris. Be safe, stay sane, yo. I love you, Green. Sleep well. And I expect you all to his Penske. What? No, I'm not even reading that. Also, I know Mr. Ballin wasn't the one that, like, discovered that story or anything or, like, made it, like, popular or whatever, but, like, that's how I know it, because I have the okay, yep. Yo, Molly Chen did a crazy good job. Voiced by Lev. Yo, fire? That's gotta be cool to be asked to voice someone like that. Well, I'm on a pedestal now. I'm like, you all chat, we are the same. Holy fuck, yo, that is a fire joke. Nah, that's a fire joke. Why am I on a pedestal now? Air Force One Angel. What's going on here? On August 17th, 2003, Air Force One made an unannounced trip across the continental United States. Many civilians claim to have seen the aircraft drop packages on various national monuments. James Dean statue is alive and is going to start moving. Trust. What? Now back to November 2020. Oh, the Penske? Fuck. What? Fuck Oh, fuck like animals and drop nukes. Oh, okay. Where are they going? Oh, they flew over West Virginia. Damn, they didn't touch Pennsylvania. Okay, I thought they were going right for Pennsylvania. I was about to go. Working overtime on that chat? Yeah, dude. It really is. We should have a cozy Sims stream. See, I would do that if I wasn't a liberal. What was that happening back there? What's going on? I am so down, chat. Here are the streams I'm proposing for you guys, okay? We're gonna do more analog core, but and maybe we don't even have to do it the whole time. But we should do cozy streams where we play little cozy games. Ooh, little gaga. Okay. And then we should also do music streams where I just put you guys on the music and we watch live sets and talk about music and stuff like that. Alcatraz is eating us, duh. Chicken, it's a chicken. Doom stream, bitch. Oh my god, Gage. Did you watch the trailer for the new Doom game? But I'm so down. I still have to do that. I want to play Goo Goo Gaga baby streams. My man. Green, sleep well. Chris, would kindergarten be considered cozy Goo Goo Gaga game? Absolutely fucking not. But will I play it? Absolutely. Dude, I think there's something seriously wrong with my Keurig. Or something. No! 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 Do not be a freaky figure! I swear to God! Don't be a fucking freaky figure! Knock it off right now! What the fuck is... No! 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 What is that? No fucking way! White House officials later disclosed that the unusual flight of Air Force One was unauthorized and unmanned. The lone figure seen inside the plane, dubbed the Air Force One Angel, has yet to be identified by federal authorities. Oh no! Air Force Angel, a film by Alex Simmons. So there was no one flying it? Dude, let's just say if I had to, I could fly a plane with my penis. So, just wanted to say that. October 2020. Oh, fuck. Oh, so that was before Mr. President Dean was in that hoe. Lincoln Looker? Okay. What's up with that?
I was a Lincoln Looker for 2 weeks. It was terrifying. One moment you're at home answering the door, and the next you're stuck in some kind of suit. The smell was awful in there, and the metal seat was so cold. The only thing you can do is look through 2 little holes. It was some kind of mask.
This sounds like a glory hole, and I'm gonna say it. He's probably a Lincoln Licker, okay?
And whenever the sun shined near, I could see the inside of it. It was a familiar face. Every few nights, straws would be put through the holes, and someone would feed me some weird soup.
What?
After 2 weeks, they found out that they had misidentified me, and I wasn't the correct Lincoln Looker. Reagan apologized to me personally, and I was released with some monetary compensation.
Huh?
They don't care if I talk about it or not. No one would take me seriously. Lincoln looking is just too absurd.
Wemble, what's up, homie? I have not, but I'm kind of 50-50 on it because I thought it was gonna have like a story and shit, but it's just like a shooter. But I played a game called it's called I don't know how to say it, but it's called BAISU, and it's like a body cam horror game. It was so fucking sick. I highly recommend if you like body cam and you like horror. mask drawn by Maya. Oh. Bet, bro, bet. Yeah, let me know.
There's always been someone that we dislike more than everyone else.
Huh?
Not usually famous or important, but they've done something that's affected us personally. Often you're the only person who remembers this act. But I've been that bad, but memory hurts. Everyone experiences this, and the president is no exception. Except he can do something about it. Every president can choose one person to be a Lincoln looker. After the alibi is fabricated, the person is abducted from their home, and they stay a Lincoln looker for as long as the president sits in office.
What?
Nobody can question his decision, and it's no trial. You might be surprised, but it's nothing new. It's been a tradition. Lincoln lookers have been around for a very long time.
Too scared to go to the bathroom? Due to rumors that Lincoln lookers were imprisoned behind presidential portraits, White House officials publicly removed and reinstalled the portraits to demonstrate that no space existed to hold the Lincoln lookers. Gage, sleep well. Love you, homie. Have a great day tomorrow. Appreciate you hanging. Portrait 1. Okay. Nothing. While behind portrait 1. Right. Portrait 2. While behind portrait 2. Howard Melrose.
We're not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hey, Eunice. It's Howard. I don't know what I just saw. I was at the top of the steps, reading the inscriptions and talking to visitors, when I started to hear a faint scratching sound. I didn't think much of it at first, but when I got close to the chair, I realized that the scratching was coming from inside the marble. So I went to a guard and asked whether she could do anything about animals that could be trapped in there. She told me not to worry about it, and that they'd take care of it once there were fewer visitors. A few minutes passed, and the scratching became...
He sounds like he's about to ask me if my feet are soft.
much louder. I went back to the guard and asked what kind of animals usually got stuck in there, and she said, wild animals. The sound started to make visitors anxious. I remember one boy pulling so hard at his mother's hand, begging to leave. A blind girl with one of those canes went up to the chair and pressed her head against it to listen. Then she started crying. Her parents tried to pull her away, but she just began to hit the chair with her cane. That's when the guards asked everyone to go back down the steps. I don't know why, and it's going to sound crazy, but I felt compelled to help. So I went to the blind girl and joined her in hitting the marble. The guards tried to pin us down, but the scratching became too loud for even them. It sounded like someone was shaving down a chalkboard. Eventually the marble began to crack, and a few more hits caused the crevice to expand all the way to the top of the chair. There was a sudden burst of air from the damage, and the head suddenly turned toward us. I was afraid it would fall, so I picked the girl up and went down a few steps. The head slowly rotated back into place, and when it started to be pushed upwards, I took out my camera.
No.
It was no wild animal.
What? Melrose recorded the following images? No. What? No! A little tentacle? Ooh, a little tentacle to fuck my ass. My bad. Leonard? What the Sigma? September 2020. So that was September 2020? I'm confused. What's going on here? The special tree.
The forest fell swiftly as the lumberjack swung, except for the special tree, which could not be stung. She missed her friends and the hymns they sung, so she started a tune that broke the man's lung.
What? I'm sorry, I'm about to eat this pumpkin pie on stream. Not a tentacle, but close. What? Oh, 1840? Okay. First photograph of the special tree is taken. When did they start having cameras, chat? $1848. Oh, they start to cover it up. Construction begins. Oh, I could bounce on that. Not gonna lie. Do not talk about tentacles in front of me. 1861 to 1865. Construction halts due to the American Civil War. Prisoners of war are seen being led into the unfinished tower. What? Yo, what's up, Daddy Washer? How's it going? 1888. Oh, construction is complete. Do not talk about tentacles in front of me. Amara, what does that mean, bro? What the fuck does that mean? You be watching tentacle freaky shit like that? Visit the Washington Monument and listen closely. Hear the music within the walls. The Washington Monument becomes a major tourist attraction. Just like Liberty. Liberty Bibberty. It's gonna go good, bro. Haven't hear it. Anything cool going on recently? No. 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 From 1910 to 1971, 20 individuals disappear while visiting the Washington Monument. The missing visitors are known as Washington absentees. Means I'm about to get freaky. What? 1972, Washington Standard Operation. Classified film titled Washington Standard Operation is leaked by news agencies. Also, Wemble, you totally should, homie. Monument entrance door. It's vital to the series. Hoisting cable. Sound waves. What? 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 Washington Monument is vandalized. The infection is nigh. The music of Washington will end. 2003. It's cut. Yo. This is a photo. This is a video. Oh my god. No way. No way, bro. What the fuck? Yo. Yo. Yo! What's the tip doing? Just the tip. I was gonna say, pan out, idiot. Hey, bet. All 19 Washington absentees are found unconscious at the base of the monument. What? What? We gotta get the monument hard. Wait, so these people have been disappearing for 60 years? 61 years? And then they just all show up all of a sudden? What? Was this what I had to pay attention to, Austin? There were 20 though? What? No, this is fucking crazy, bro. All right. Delaware River Journal, Delaware River, USA.
An accidental discovery made by two fishermen has sent shockwaves across the nation. Around 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Ralph Grassman and Michael Tillin were reeling in the last batch of catfish when something on the ice caught their eye. It looked like a bicorn, one of those hats from way back when, said Grassman, the others of the two who had also organized the trip. Grassman walked down the ice to retrieve the hat. When he pulled back the hat from the ice, tumbled back in shock at the sight of a human scalp, partially exposed in the ice.
What?
Tillin walked over and after a brief discussion with Grassman, agreed to remove the rest of the body from the ice. The effort took several hours, but by 10 p.m. the fishermen were able to pull the entire body from the ice.
Amara, love and appreciate you, OG.
Although both men had presumed that the individual was already dead for some time, Tim exclaimed in shock when he reportedly saw the individual's eyelid twitch. Grassman suggested to immediately take the body home and attempt to revive the frozen man. They proceeded to carry it back to Grassman's apartment. They laid the body in a full bathtub, gradually raising the water's temperature throughout the night to prevent shock. Grassman claims to have learned this technique from a pulp magazine he had read as a child.
What?
At 2 a.m. the following morning, Tillin claimed that the individual briefly regained consciousness and shouted, "Victory or death," while Grassman arrested in the living room. By 7 a.m. the frozen individual appeared to have relapsed into a deep coma, which prompted Grassman to phone the local authorities. And that's why he hadn't called medical personnel earlier. Grassman told reporters that he didn't want to risk the lives of the first responders, who had been driving on slippery roads in the dark. Shortly after being phoned, paramedics arrived and rushed the frozen man to the Delaware State Hospital. Throughout their experience, both fishermen thought that the individual's face seemed vaguely familiar. It was only when Tillin pulled out a dollar bill that the connection was fully made.
No.
When we first dug him out, we moved his clothes so that we could carry him more easily. Clothes weighed a ton because they were completely frozen over. By day, if we saw the clothes without ice, then we could have no doubt that we dug out George Washington.
What?
Although Delaware State Hospital has declined to comment on the identity and the condition of the man, Grassman brought the bicorn hat from the previous day to the Delaware History Museum, where historians confirm to be an authentic piece from the 18th century. The validation raised more questions than answers, as further research revealed that no Washington reenactors or artifacts.
They did what with the slaves? That's gonna be Dude's reaction when he wakes up.
Have been reported missing. Grassman believes that the man he dug out from the ice is the true George Washington, and the former president had become gravely ill while crossing the Delaware River. Grassman claims that the imminent death of Washington could have been devastating to the war effort, so his condition was likely kept secret by having a double acting as the president until 1797.
What?
And asked for an explanation to why the body had been found so far from the site of the battle, Grassman replied, "Either drifted away or his men purposely planted it far away so that no one could find it." During Saturday's morning,
George is gonna tweak when he sees a female doctor. What? I don't want one of them touching me!
Press conference, President Dean shared his thoughts on the discovery in 2 words. "I'm surprised."
President Dean? Wait, what? What time is this? Oh, 1976. Delaware River Journal ceased operation. Wait. Oh. Okay. December 2020. Recollection of Tragedy by John D. Rockefeller. Virginia in Wonderland by Virginia. Oh. This is 20 minutes? Oh my god. Take George to a strip club? Holy. 1937, okay.
During the first winter of the center's construction, the workers set up a Christmas tree just outside the entrance. It was an uncanny sight to see a green fir stand in the middle of what appeared to be a no man's land. But this tree,
Sorry, chat, I'm locking in. This is important.
humbly ordained with strings of cranberries, buttons, and tin cans,
I thought I said cranberries, burritos.
greatly affected me. It demonstrated that even in the darkest of times, the American people...
Rockefeller. I'm like Rockefeller, where I get this cheddar. Yeah, I know who he is. That guy, right? That Freddie Joe was talking about. Yeah.
will light the beacons of hope. I thought it could be the start of a great and inspiring tradition, so I traveled north to Babylon in search of a Christmas tree for the following year.
Did Rockefeller also die? Rockefeller? Also die originally, but he's alive here? What's going on? Somebody fill me in on the lore. Oh, hell no. This is 20 minutes long. I'm going to be pissed pants after this. I'm going to have freshly pissed pants after this one.
For 12 days and 12 nights, Mr. Rockefeller looked for the best tree in the forest. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, it's much too short. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller?
If I haven't heard that before. There's a famous oil tycoon that was extremely rich. He died a while ago. RL, but IDK1. Josh, if he did not say goodnight to me. So, yeah.
No, it's much too tall. How about
never heard that before.
This one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, it's much too average. Mr. Rockefeller soon feared that he would leave empty-handed. Then, on the 12th night, just as he was packing up his stuff, Mr. Rockefeller heard the sweetest tune in the air. It sounded as though the very wind itself had fallen in love. He and his men followed the song and found themselves
There's
at the
no
base
way.
of a very, very special tree.
It's a creature.
How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? It's perfect. For the rest of the night, the men swung their axes at the special tree. Chop, chop, chop. However, when the sun rose, the tree was still standing. Their axes had left no marks at all.
What?
Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. The next day, Mr. Rockefeller and his men laid 100 sticks of dynamite around
You
the
want
tree.
to play? Let's play.
Jay, thank you for the bits. I love you, King.
3, 2, 1, boom! Yet, the special tree continued to stand.
What?
Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. So Mr. Rockefeller decided to hire the best team of grave diggers to take the tree out of the ground. After a week of digging, they told Mr. Rockefeller the tree will be out in 3 years at this rate. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised, but he decided to let the grave diggers work.
3
He
years?
would pick the next 3 best trees for the next 3 Christmases. But by the 4th year, the special tree was ready to display.
She ain't messing with no broke.
For the last 2 years, I have seldom mentioned the tragedy that occurred at the center. Many have taken offense at my silence, claiming it to be the result of a desensitization to workplace accidents.
Oh, what is this? Jeff Bezos of their time? Huh? Sorry that the worker had to poop in the bottle to not get off task, but some things have to be done if we want 2-day delivery. What's up, sheeple? I have to go to bed. Remember to listen to Tom McDonald and complain about life, you liberals. Ain't no way. Bro pulled up to the function for no reason. Straight up. Josh, I love you, King. Sleep well. You have an amazing day tomorrow.
Indeed, I have seen enough accidents in 3 lifetimes, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened at the center. For some time now, My friends have blamed the center's original construction workers for the tragedy, since it was their very own Christmas tree that had started the whole tradition. But the truth is that their tree brought joy and wonder to the public. It was my tree, and my tree alone, that brought about the unprecedented loss.
What? So he's being very vague, and she's cutting straight to the point.
On a cold December morning in Midtown Manhattan, Rockefeller's men slowly raised the special tree.
This looks like a Mr. Beast video. This looks just like a Mr. Beast video. I don't know what she's talking about.
The special tree. Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! By the afternoon, the special tree stood tall and still. It was unlike any other tree, having no color, branches, or leaves. The mayor of New York, Mr. Guardia, thought that the tree was too bare and asked for branches to be added so that ornaments could be hung. Mr. Rockefeller didn't agree. He thought the tree was perfect, just the way it was. But since Mayor Guardia had been one of his best friends, Mr. Rockefeller told his men to glue some branches on. I, Virginia, watched as the men placed branches on the special tree. I had saved my money for over 9 months to purchase a little star ornament because I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It laid in my pocket while I watched because I planned to hang my ornament as soon as the tree was standing. After the final branch had been added and all the men left, I quickly ran up to the tree. But to my astonishment, the lowest branch of the tree was over twice my height.
No!
I jumped as high as I could, but still, the lowest branch was out of my reach. I was very disappointed. I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the tree, but now I had no chance.
It 100% kills her? Oh yeah? Genius? Well then how is she narrating this right now? Yeah, owned, liberal. Get owned by facts and logic.
Unless I called my friends. At once, I began counting my friends on my fingers. There was Helen, Charles, Elizabeth, Alice, Joseph, Elsie, Orville, Edith, Olive, and Philip. 10
Philip, my
friends
Christmas.
asked for help. Then I realized that 10 friends standing on each other's shoulders could put me at the very top of the Christmas tree. My star could be the first and the tallest. Without a second to spare, I ran from door to door, asking for help. Knock, knock, knock. Helen, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Charles, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Elizabeth,
oh,
are
fuck,
you
I got
there?
owned. Fuck.
Eventually, I gathered all 10 of my friends at the bottom of the Rockefeller Christmas tree. I told them my plan, to have them all stand on each other and form a ladder for me to climb to the top. My friends understood my excitement, and they quickly started to climb onto each other's shoulders. Ow! Helen had stepped on Charles' fingers. Ow! Charles had stepped on Elizabeth's fingers.
Elizabeth, it's for the cause. Shut up, bitch.
Ow! Elizabeth had stepped on Alice's fingers. After many groans and tumbles, my friends formed a sturdy ladder, and I began to climb. My joy grew with every passing face, and before I knew it, I was at the very top, looking down at the tree. My ladder of friends swayed back and forth, and occasionally felt like it was about to collapse. But I tuned out the movement and focused on the
let them
tree.
things hang, bro.
Closer, friends, closer. Then I secured the metal star at the top of the tree.
9 or 11 here. Oh, really? 9 or 11? For real?
Hooray! Victory! I'm the first! Just then, there was a strange sound. The tree began to shake. Its glued branches fell off all at once, and the entire tree slowly bent backwards. Soon, the very top of it touched the ground, forming a perfect arc. It was like a very strange rainbow. My heart sank as I saw my star gently slide to the ground from the tree's
No.
top. Bolts of lightning then shot out from inside the arc of the tree, producing thunderous booms. The lightning scared my friends and
Oh, dude, look at this girl. She's pissed off. She's like, oh my God, Virginia's gonna bitch me out when she fucking finds out my ass was at the bottom and everyone fell and now she has fucking CTE. Holy shit.
we all tumbled to the ground and ran in all directions. The lightning caught up to us.
What?
I was blinded by a great white light. I remember when my eyes adjusted, I was in a field of special trees.
What?
And I saw, in a flash,
Hold up.
And I saw.
Hold up. I was in a field of special trees, and I saw so many people. One man ran up to me and whispered, "The trees are not trees."
In a flash, I returned to the street where my friends and I had been struck by the lightning. We were all on the ground, being attended to by other people. I had scratched my legs badly, and I could see that my friends were also hurt. I looked up at the Rockefeller buildings, and I thought that they looked a little different. The whole street looked a little different.
What?
And the special tree was nowhere in sight.
What?
It is only natural for the reader at this point to wonder why the incident has been referred to as a tragedy. There had been no loss of life, and
what?
Aside from a few temporary scorch marks on the center, no damage to the surrounding property. I too assumed it was a mostly inconsequential event, likely an electrical accident whose effects were exaggerated by the children at the scene. I was grateful that every life involved had been spared. A death at the center would have weighed heavily on my mind for some time. But when I encountered the results of the children's medical examinations, I wished that a death had occurred in place of the unfathomable.
What? What?
My mom and pa visited me at the hospital, but they looked completely different. Ma looked worried. After she wiped her tears, she asked, "Did you hang your bear at the Rockefeller tree?" I answered, "It wasn't a bear. I was going to hang a star." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" Pa asked, "Where did you get these clothes?" I answered, "These are my clothes, the ones you helped me put on this morning." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" My ma then asked, "Why are there dots all over your face?" I answered, "Those are my freckles. I've had them since I was little." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" My parents quietly left my bed and talked to my friends' parents. Then they all started to cry and yell. The nurses made them leave, which made me feel better. None of us thought that our real parents had visited, but they all did feel familiar. Orville and Philip were especially shaken. They didn't even share the same last name with their parents. The nurses tried to convince us that those who had visited us were our parents, and that we would come around to properly greet them after we healed. But it was hard to believe. Whenever I looked out the window, I saw that Manhattan looked different from memory. Mr. Rockefeller himself was kind enough to visit us in the hospital. He asked us whether we were okay, and then after some time, he and the nurses began to ask us some very easy questions about American history. With every reply, they would chuckle and shake their heads, until I told Mr. Rockefeller who I thought he was.
Without me, I'll scare you more than any story ever could. Good night. I love you all. Sorry. Sleep well. Appreciate you hanging as always, homie. Have a great day tomorrow.
Chuckled at first, and then became silent, as if the simple fact had deeply affected him. He had asked all my friends a few more questions about himself, and with each answer, he seemed a little more scared. Mr. Rockefeller quietly stood with the nurses for a while before he wished us a Merry Christmas and left. That evening, the nurses took x-rays of us to make sure we hadn't broken our ribs. Usually, those taking the x-rays are more than happy to show their patients what the pictures looked like. But when I asked to see them, the nurses ignored me. I didn't fall asleep that night. I kept my ear close to the wall to hear what the nurses were saying next door. I heard one sentence over and over.
What?
Everything's backwards. I wonder what they meant by that. I never told my friends because I didn't want to scare them. But
Bro, can you imagine how traumatizing this must be as a child, bro? Holy fuck.
spent the rest of the night with my hand to my chest, wondering if my heart was ever on the right side.
Oh, it got red? Has it been red in the background? It hasn't. There's no way. Or has it been?
For several weeks, the children were kept under observation at the Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. I visited them as soon as I had the chance to. All the families of these children were deeply unsettled, for they had all independently come to the conclusion their child had been replaced by a doppelganger. They claimed that these new sons and daughters possessed substantial differences from their real children. The majority of differences involved altered physical attributes and the inability to recognize familiar locations and characters, such as their parents and their homes. Two boys even claimed to have names different to those that their mothers had given them at birth.
Bro.
But of all the discrepancies, the most bizarre was their faulty recollections of notable persons and events. For instance, each of the affected children claimed that I had become the wealthiest man in America through an oil monopoly. It is common knowledge that I did indeed work at an oil refinery in my youth, but to entirely deny my 2 terms as president and insist instead that I had always been a mere philanthropist struck me as being particularly odd. The families were agonized by the children's behavior. Some continue to search for their real children. I support their endeavors, for I do not believe that the children's afflictions were the result of hysteria. Every day, I find myself recollecting the day that I had selected the tree.
What?
I have since realized the difficulties involved in the removal of it should have repeatedly discouraged me. And had I been discouraged, the families of those children would not be experiencing the anguish that they currently have. Perhaps I never had the opportunity to select another tree. Perhaps I was meant to select that tree regardless of my persistent character. Perhaps we are all trolleys, forced to follow the path of the track to each of our destinations. I take solace in that thought. Or perhaps the tree chose me.
Bro. Damn, everybody getting to be president in this shit, huh? Damn, bro, maybe I could be president in this universe. Fucking Mark Wahlberg's up next, bro. Fuck it. Why not? Many, including my father, believe that the 1934 Christmas tree vanished. This is untrue. I have seen it wandering the plaza on so many occasions. occasions, and it resembles a man far more than any tree. What is this? Wait. Is this back to her thing? No. Oh no, it just fades to red. Okay. Oh, we're watching. Was this the Monument Mythos? Yeah. John D. Rockefeller Jr.? Is that the guy who went missing? What the fuck? Lois, what the fuck? Oh, Chad, do you see that triangle? You see? Oh, what are you getting up to? What are you getting up to? What's up there in the light? Shot dead. Dead. Rockefeller. I'm like Rockefeller. John Jr. exists either, but I could be wrong. Oh, fair. Fair. December 2020. My crazy Grand Canyon adventure. Yo, this is straight out of How I Met Your Mother. Be hot, bet. Yo, this is literally straight out of How I Met Your Mother. What the hell? When's Marshall about to pop up? Dude, I have to pee, by the way, chat. Me and my brother deep in thought. Turn this joyful ass music off. There's nothing to be joyous about. People are getting grabbed in the night and appearing 80 years later. He's gonna fly. What? Little Timmy commits unalive. Then I saw something really weird. Man, dude, if this was real life, the US government's cooked, bro. They're cooked. No, they're cooked. The internet? Yeah, they're cooked. Oh, but they did disclose all of it. Something weird. Yo, what are we looking at here? I don't think a little Timmy flew. No, I don't think he did either. What is this? It made the whole place smell like vinegar. This is in 2007, by the way. Makes sense. Back to joyful ass music. Rock on. I fought with it. Yo, WV log. Then I saw it again. Oh, for real? Little intermission, but we straight. Little intermission, but we straight is crazy. Oh, we got another little intermission. Fuck are we looking at here, dude? I do not want to see the organisms in your mom's pussy. At least not on video. Maybe up close. Forgive me, Chucky. Oh, what is that thing? Oh, pop it out. Oh. Bro, stop zooming so fucking close in. Oh, it's popping out the side. It's saying, hello. Shut the hell up, little Timmy. I don't give a fuck. Whole fucking dude popped out. Looking at us. Bonus stuff. Oh no, we're gonna die. Mr. Squirrel! It big. Huh? It's fine, I've been seeing it. What? we did a little research and found out what we saw. It's called, I'm not even gonna try and say that, or a canyon crown. It uses vinegar to shrink its huge head back into its body. My dad said the reason we went on this trip was so he could find his sister Maya. Maya, like the Lincoln Looker? I think that was Maya. What? Maya Arnoldson, thanks for watching. Wait, head off trail? What? Broski is headless. I fuck with it. My Crazy Grand Canyon Adventure, a video by Lauren Anderson. January 2021. Oh shit. Part 1, Sculptor. Oh, from 1856? We must stand on the Capitol Dome. Dome? Yes, I will find an artist to bring the statue to life. Would you provide a design for the estate? Most certainly. Fuck with the viewer? Oh, word. Freedom, Freedom 2, Freedom 3. Freedom 3 will do, but change her cap. I'll remove the cap and begin to cast. 6 weeks later. Freedom is difficult to cast. Apologies for delays. It's worse than watching this 3 weeks later. Is Freedom on her way? Inspector Zaffian speaking. Mr. Crawford passed away. What? Yo, hold on. Wait. Where's the best place to put this? Here? Probably? Right now? Veronica will receive freedom. Expect arrival in a month. What? Wait. Mr. Crawford. Oh my god. Wait, oh my god. Part 2, Daughter. Text and illustrations by Nina Crawford. Read by an Italian student in Gibraltar? Papa's sketches for freedom are beautiful. She looks like Mama. If she was a queen, I asked Papa if he could make a statue that looks like me. He said yes. Papa went to his oh, oops. Did I miss something? Oh, Papa went to his studio today. I asked whether he started working on my statue yet, and he just kept smiling. I think he is. Papa is very kind. Why does he look like that? We have not heard from Papa for a few days. This has happened before since he likes to work at his studio for a long time, but Mama was very worried today. Papa tweaking or something. Left for his studio after she tucked me into bed. Mom returned home tonight. She went straight to her room. Inspector Zaffino came by today. He asked us about Papa and then went to Mama's room. A few minutes later, more men showed up. Mama was crying. She kept yelling. Inspector Zaffa. Okay, I read that right. She has his eyes. She has his eyes. I was scared. I ran out the house. I remember Papa telling Mama about how the statue would be put on a ship named Veronica. I went to the docks and found her anchored nearby. Next to the ship were some boxes. The statue has what now? Parts of freedom were in each of the boxes. I crawled into the box that was empty. I hope to be sent to where Papa is. I feel his spirit around freedom. I'm very hungry. The boxes are tied with rope, so I cannot get out by myself. There's a loud noise in the room, like clay being dragged across the floor. I can hear the ropes being cut and something big coming out of the box. Is it Papa? There are more sounds like wood being broken. Since the ropes broke, I quickly got out of the box and found some bread and fruit in the room next door. I'm wrong. It isn't Papa, but it has his eyes. I'm scared of going into the box again. It made louder sounds yesterday while I gathered food. I think the men saw me. The box is the only place to hide. The ropes kept being broken by the thing with Papa's eyes. I'm scared that either it or the men will open my box. I'm scared that either it or the men will open my box. I will not write as much because I am afraid of making noise. I will write again when I am on land. The thing with Papa's eyes took me today. It held me as it ran through the jungles. Its sword cut hundreds of trees. What? I could not see much in the dark, but I did see Papa's eyes staring down at me from those metal eyelids. So I think the Statue of Freedom sits on top of the Capitol building. We went down a hole into a deep cave. After it let me down on the ground, it started a fire by hitting its arms against rocks. It has been sharpening its sword on the rocks for hours now, but it has not ever looked down at its blade. Since I started writing today, the thing with Papa's eyes has been looking at me. Part 3, Captain. Excerpts from the captain's log of the... Veronica, right? 6 crates were loaded at dawn. They are heavy, each containing a part of a large sculpture. Inspector Zeoff told me that it is the goddess of freedom. Each crate was faceted with ropes in the storage room with no... Oh. We landed in the, Galerator at dawn. The ship took hours to steer into port. There were many, many holes in the storage room. Each one allowed enormous amounts of water to enter. Without the tar, we would have sunk in 3 days.
C'erano molti buchi neri postiglia. Ciascuno di essi ha permesso d'enormi quantità d'acqua di entrare. Senza il catrame saremmo affondati in 3 giorni. Abbiamo aperto le casse.
We opened the crates for customs officers. The crates were empty.
Le casse erano vuote.
I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Part 4, Commissioner. Written and read by Commissioner H. Morgan.
On the morning of April 29th, we received numerous reports regarding a tremendous force that rushed up the rock, which tore down hundreds of trees and created several landslides throughout the previous night. One civilian likened the phenomena to the work of a gigantic crazed fella. Due to the sheer number of reports and the high level of concern in the surrounding community, I deployed myself along with 13 officers to the rock in search of an explanation. We discovered that there was indeed a newly forged trail through the dense foliage stretching almost the entire height of the rock. The trail was astonishingly linear, with no bends in the path. The cuts to the trees themselves were precise. The downed trees continued to be warm to the touch, presumably due to the extreme speed of this force. A few fires present along the trail were extinguished by fellow officers as we traversed the rock. The path ended at a large crevice in the ground, which looked to be an entrance to a large underground cavern. After requesting additional men,
Same, Jay.
Officer Hadley descended into the crevice. It was not long until Hadley exclaimed in fright and urged us all to enter.
What?
Within the following hour, the majority of us were in the cabin, which appeared to be an undiscovered offshoot of Sir Michael's cave. In the middle of the location stood a plaster model of a tall Greco-Roman statue of a woman. Surrounding this sculpture were the splayed remains of an individual, flattened like a set of claws. A hollowed-out torso was stretched a quarter of the way up the statue, the sight of which compelled a few of the officers to exit the cavern. The human remains were collected and sent to the morgue, while the sculpture was cleaned and lifted out.
The thing killed
the statue's blade, held in its right hand, matched the cuts present on the downed tree.
It's wearing the kid's skin.
Despite the fantastical implications of this detail, the Gibraltar police force officially concludes that the work of the crazed fella was nothing more than the result of heavy winds.
Heavy winds?
During a secondary investigation, a journal was discovered in the cabin. A translation of its Italian text is in progress.
No. Part 5, Craftsman, Freedom, written by Phil Breed.
Arrives the tight-knit wooden ship. The plaster body is absent. Instead, a tall, wounded woman sleeping in its vessel.
Brody, we not blaming this one on
donning
wind.
A helmet wrapped in a robe, clutching a sword and a damaged shield. Overheard a conversation with the captain. A violent conflict with Freedom at the port in Gibraltar.
Gibraltar?
They tell me inside her is the plaster.
Huh?
And I walk away, silently believing Freedom craved liberation so terribly, she tried to take it for herself. But off the ship, she was dragged away. Freedom locked up. Freedom in chains. They tell me I have to take it out of her.
Huh?
So hook, rope, peel, and pull. When it was done, Freedom stood motionless. Freedom stood still. What? I see the final bronze woman, and I feel as if, maybe even hope, she is only dormant now, and will awaken again.
What? Part 6, Sculptor. Team Association storms Capitol. Millions oh, my bad. Hold on. Millions look in horror during attack on democracy. Oh, so they did January 6th. Statue of Freedom is shot down by ADA gunfire? What? Oh, we getting a video now? Cool. Don't fuck with James Dean. Yeah, what the hell, bro? Plaster wasn't plaster. It was always bronze when it was made. What? Oh yeah, let me move this back over here. Oh? Yo. That thing just abducted a child? What? So Freedom took the kid's skin and the guy you heard ripped it from her body until she was bronze again. Oh. We're watching the Monument Mythos. Purple. Welcome back in, OG. Freedom, filmed by Alex. Yeah, right. I'm gonna fuck up saying his name. Okay, dude, I have to pee really bad, but I don't want to play copyrighted music in case I just upload this whole VOD to YouTube. So I'm gonna go to the BRB screen. Okay, it's not gonna be that bad. Yeah, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, chat. I love you all. Chat. Oh my god, Kratos, what's up, bro? Kratos, how's it going, brother? Shart. Final shape? Yo, what? Amazing. Hell yeah! I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm with it, dude. Oh, Destiny 2? Oh, hell yeah. Say this. I'm now a history major? Really? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's hype. Yo, chat. I'm having such a good time watching this. I busted out. I'm having such a good time watching this. I busted out the hard Mountain Dew Baja Blast Punch. Yep, last one I have. We're busting it out tonight. Went all out with the story this time. It's amazing. Dude, fuck yeah, bro. Happy to hear it. All right, Kratos, to fill you in, we're reacting to this analog horror series called The Monument Mythos. So yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the new Destiny expansion though, bro. That's fucking hype, dude. Also, Kratos, sorry, I'm a little bit high. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. So my brain's functioning at about 25%. 700 hours? Oh shit, bro. Hi. Ain't no way. Final Shape is really good. Like, all the work for around 8 years is insane. Oh, we're talking about Destiny. Right. Season 2 trailer. What is this? Oh, I got a hair in my mouth. Ew. Hi, I'm Chris. My bad. This was really it. Alright, well, let's get into it, dude.
Now let's learn about the sides and corners of different shapes.
I'm not Alex, Kansas. I just move luggage.
A side or an edge is a line segment that joins two adjacent corners of a shape.
Alex based Riley Tillin on me? What?
A corner or vertex is the point where the two sides are.
What the fuck? She was luggage.
Let's look at this triangle.
You are luggage too. What? Luggage is so easy to lose. What?
1, 2, 3.
When horror comes in, we haven't been experiencing it already?
3 corners. 1.
It's really Alex inspiration.
2.
I'm about to get jump scared. Is horror code word for jump scared?
3.
Oh, okay. Before you can finish brushing your teeth. Huh? Before you can finish showering. Chris behind you. Before you can finish getting dressed. Before you can finish breakfast. Before you can finish busting. Before you can finish the morning paper. Popcorn will be ready. That's it. With a startup time just under 60 seconds, Popcorn Prime is the fastest personal computer on Earth. Oh. Your popcorn is waiting. Oh. Meissen manufacturing plants, 1960 to 1971. 1960? 1961? 1962? 1963? 1964? 1965? 1966? 1967? 1968? 1969? 1970? 1971? Oh, for real? Damn, if you in Texas, you fucked. What's that draw?
Members of the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission want to know about the mandatory recall of all personal computers.
What?
Personal computers may pose a risk to American lives and infrastructure. Properly disposing your computer at a local hazardous site collection center. Your safety is of the utmost importance to us.
Fourth Amendment rights do not apply. 1960, Maze Machines is founded by Rob Creers and Rob... Okay. 1969, President Dean establishes the Department of Technology, uniting all major American computer corporations and allocating billions of dollars towards technological advancement. See, this is what should have happened.
Now this delegation pays him this ovation and rises to its feet.
By 1970, Mays produces the first personal video camera and home computer. In 1972, Mays collaborates with the Department of Defense to initiate the first system to control the true forces of mass destruction. What? Project Horn. 1980, Mays is attacked. What? By who? In 1990, the last American personal computer is shut down on national television? What? In 2000, we've learned from our mistakes. Control is confidence, and today there are no doubts. With Mays Movie Maker, now you can take control. Huh? The special trees. Property of Mays. Exploring under a Maze factory. Oh? What in back rooms? Special trees, special plays, special players. My bad. But first, we spread the word. Beware the monuments, they are all connected. The military industry complex grows. The cave was very quiet and humid. Huh? Dude, y'all gotta zoom out more. Little shell. The air felt charged too. Whatever you do, do not light a cigarette. There were no light fixtures or any... Okay, my bad, I missed it. No animals, not even bugs. Huh? It felt so empty. What happened here? The Freedom video? Oh my god. No, I think that was a different part of the world, but... What the fuck? Oh, the electricity! When they get hit by the lightning, then they fucking change universes or whatever. What the fuck? Do not visit these sites. They have not been fed in years. Fed?! What the fuck? What the fuck? When you come at first touch? Oh my god. No way, dude. Frodo. What? Filmed by Maya and Nathaniel? Oh my god, Arnoldson? Oh my god, bro. It's all connected. Dude, I should have grabbed my hoodie, goddammit. March 2021. Suez Canal, March 2021. Ever Given. Isn't this just what they do when they probe your butthole? Is your fave one? Uh-oh. March 23rd, 7:44 a.m. April 6th, 2021. President Clinton announces nuclear solution? What? For the last 2 weeks, the container ship Ever Given has obstructed the Suez Canal. With every passing hour, it is costing the global economy over $400 million. At the request of the Egyptian president, the United States will end the crisis with nuclear force. Both Congress and the United National Security Council have approved the use of a small thermonuclear weapon on the Suez Canal, several miles from the Ever Given's location. The blast itself will not reach the ship. However, the waves generated are expected to dislodge the Ever Given from its present position. Evacuation of the cities along the waterway are in progress. It's a canon event? Shut up. No, it's not. Don't lie to me. Is he gonna do it? Wouldn't that just, like, fuck this shit up, like, super hard, though? Like, the water and, like, kill a bunch of, like, creatures and stuff. What? Yo, what? Where'd it go? Happened in our universe, we didn't fucking nuke it. Twitter machine, aka T-machine? What? Where did the Ever Given go? The ship disappeared according to officials. I got up and left. Why is everyone confused? Remember the ship that was struck in the Suez Canal? It just disappeared. No fucking way. No fucking way. The Americans just released a monster. Nobody asked for a sequel to Attack of the Crab Monsters, 1957. Is that a real movie? Yeah, it did in fact just get up and leave. Fuck it. I'm getting sick of this shit. Here, time for me to get up and leave. Enough of this floating. Americans destroyed the Suez Canal and released a demon. Great. So is the ship live, or is there something underneath it? Austin, Sleepball, I love you. April 11th, 2021. Suez Canal crab will not be destroyed, says UN Security Council. Well, what's it gonna fucking do then? Just let it run amok? The crab cannot be eliminated without causing great damage to the Ever Given. In this day and age, the world is unprepared for a loss of cargo of such magnitude. Therefore, the Suez Canal crab will not be destroyed. At this time, no containers will be lifted from the ship since low-flying aircraft cause the organism to ambulate unsteadily in hopes of returning the Ever Given back to the sea. Efforts are underway to carefully manipulate the crab's route through Egypt. Oh my god, thank god, Austin. I was about to say, I need someone to hold my hand through this, bro. Holy shit. So this shit's just walking along. Barricade 1 did not work. Barricade 2 did not fucking work. Pyro. Dr. Disturbing
Hello.
presents.
Hello. Okay, and then tell me what do you think about the tower. It's your first visit here, so what do you think about the tower? I thought it was a really good tower. It was very interesting to go up it. It gave you a really good sense of how busy Cairo is, so I really enjoyed it.
That was terrific. It was really great to get kind of a sense of the scale of the city. It's kind of difficult to do that when you're walking around down in the street.
Going from place to place.
It's a
Oh, gotcha.
breathtaking view, and it really gives you a terrific perspective of the whole city. And I loved it up there. I spent a couple of hours up on the top.
Cairo Tower.
Due to evacuations around the Suez Canal, millions traveled to Cairo.
Oh, so this is like a YouTuber doing this now. This is so meta. Okay, I love it.
In search of housing. In response to this migration, many building capacity limits for popular attractions were inflated. The Cairo Tower, one of the tallest buildings in Egypt, had its own recommended capacity limit increased from 700 persons to 1,000.
Uh-oh. 3 days prior? 3 days prior to what?
On the evening of April 16th, 2021, upwards of 1,200 visitors toured the Cairo Tower at once. Although concerns of overcrowding had been raised by several staff members, the building manager dismissed their comments. Since the Suez Canal crab would be passing by later in the evening, he also encouraged visitors to enter the upper levels of the tower, as that would provide a better vantage point. At 8 p.m.,
what if it walks into
the Suez
it?
Canal crab was observed to have turned toward the Cairo Tower and proceeded to approach.
What?
Despite an alert sent out by the Egyptian government for civilians to immediately vacate structures in the crab's path, most visitors ignored the warning and stayed on the upper levels
Nah,
of the
they're
Cairo
dumb.
Tower.
This is natural selection. This is natural
8:15
selection.
PM, the Suez Canal crab was seen to have stumbled, and in an attempt to regain its balance, crashed into one side of the Cairo Tower, killing over 200 people.
Oh my god.
The resulting tremors that traversed the building damaged its staircases and elevator systems beyond repair. The cascade of shipping containers from the Ever Given, knocked forward by the momentum of the initial stumble, lasted for over 2 minutes, as an estimated 800 containers broke from their locks and pushed forward an additional 1,000 containers.
Oh my god.
As all 1,800 containers tumbled down
Yeah,
through
what
the
the
building,
fuck?
the structural integrity of the Cairo Tower rapidly diminished. Falling debris and containers are reported to have killed over 800 visitors. At 8:19 p.m., the Cairo Tower fully collapsed, dragging the immobilized Suez Canal crab into the ground. In total, only 39 of the 1,189 visitors of the Cairo Tower survived. 2 of the 15 staff members escaped to safety, including the building manager. None of the 6 security guards survived. Although paramedics and police officers had arrived shortly before the Cairo Tower's collapse, the visibly unstable tower prompted them to collect survivors on the ground and retreat to a safe distance.
Oh my god.
At 8:41 p.m., a hazardous waste collection team and soldiers of the Egyptian ground forces arrived to contain survivors within mobile quarantine chambers. Due to fears of a potential contagion contracted from the Suez Canal crab, all civilians in the vicinity were placed in quarantine under the authority of Egypt's military in collaboration with the Ministry of Health. Upon impact with the ground, the Suez Canal crab and the Ever Given separated. The large wounds caused by the separation discharged thousands of gallons of seawater and bodily fluids. The hazardous waste collection team and soldiers attempted to plug the gushing lesions. However, survivors report that their efforts were mostly futile due to the team's inability to stay standing on the slippery ground.
Oh.
With the number of accidental falls among the troops on the increasingly wet ground, the Egyptian army diverted its focus from closing wounds on the Suez Canal crab to evacuation efforts. By midnight, the civilian population within a 3-mile radius of the fallen Cairo Tower had been completely evacuated.
The people at the fucking stock photos of people 2 days
On the morning of
prior?
April 17th,
Prior to
Egyptian
what?
authorities publicly announced that the Suez Canal crab had fallen in Cairo and laid in a vegetative state. Although the Cairo exclusion zone was primarily intended to prevent any media coverage of the crab and the surrounding destruction,
Get a drone up there.
Several journalists managed to record footage of the site
Ooh.
through the assistance of private helicopter pilots.
There you go.
By 8 a.m., clips of the crab were trending on Twitter. Members of the Anti-Device Association attributed the severity of the disaster to the development of intelligent devices, specifically
Twitter machines.
Womp womp.
They reasoned that due to the popularity of Twitter in America, the Ever Given was overstocked with T machines, which weighed the ship down and consequently caused the initial obstruction of the Suez Canal. On Twitter, the ADA released a vicious string of messages criticizing Twitter, Hillary Clinton, and Egypt. Along with images of the Suez Canal crab, photos of scattered goods that had fallen out of the shipping containers became a popular topic of discussion.
Ooh, people are gonna try and go get it.
One image of a sports car resting on top of debris would be retweeted by the ADA with the caption, "The Cairo exclusion zone is a conspiracy to keep goods in Egypt. The American people have been robbed."
Oh!
The tweet was shared by over 10 million users. Taking notice, the ADA followed up with tweets suggesting that an Egyptian soldier had driven home the sports car in the image, and that the goods needed to be rescued by their rightful owners.
Of course.
The ADA deemed April 19th as Finders Keepers Day and urged all Americans to travel to Egypt to obtain the goods left by the fallen Suez Canal crab. Overnight, an estimated 12,000 flights to Cairo were booked by American citizens.
What? Oh my god, it's gonna be a fight?
Although a few trespassers had been apprehended in the Cairo exclusion zone, officials did not foresee any further disruptions at the site. Medical personnel attended to survivors in the quarantine chambers. Soldiers cleared rubble and attempted to control the spread of the Suez Canal crab's bodily fluids. By 5 a.m. on April 19th, approximately 20 million gallons had been contained through aerial drops of sawdust and an extensive effort to mop the premises. Although several officials discussed a plan to lay down military-grade mats to enable the hazardous material collection team to walk up to the crab for closer analysis, it was ultimately decided that no further action would be taken until the following evening, as it was believed that the midday sun would evaporate most of the fluid.
Stampede.
At 12 p.m., over 12,000 Americans gathered in front of the gated entrance of the Cairo exclusion zone. 4,000 Egyptian police officers and soldiers stood behind the perimeter to guard the exclusion zone from trespassers. At 12:03 p.m., violence erupted when an American shot a police officer in the face.
What?
Consequently, tear gas was used on the raging mob. Tanks and heat rays arrived shortly afterwards to deter any trespassers. However, by 12:10 p.m., the front entrance gates of the Cairo exclusion zone collapsed from the force of the charging crowd. Informed of the approaching Americans, medical personnel and survivors at the epicenter began to vacate the premises. By 12:43 p.m., the first Americans were seen by officials at the epicenter. Although the wet ground was expected to significantly slow their approach, several citizens had arrived earlier than anticipated since they had utilized car hubcaps to slide quickly across the ground. With no law enforcement at the scene, the American citizens began to collect fallen goods and pry open shipping containers. Popular goods included furniture, firearms, processed food, tea machines, bars of gold, automobiles, and designer clothing.
What?
As Americans
How are they gonna get back?
to arrive at the epicenter, more injuries from accidental falls were observed. Concussions and broken arms were the most common injuries during the initial break-in. At 1 p.m., several fights broke out over a Ford pickup truck that had rolled out from a container and crushed a family. 3 aggressors were shot by a man who had found a rifle. The conflict fueled an unpleasant atmosphere, with more instances of gun violence as time went on. One notable incident saw the discovery of a container of firearms by a group of young children. The accidental firing of an automatic weapon by one child prompted the intervention of their parents and other adults. The resulting verbal argument escalated quickly and broke out into a full-scale gunfight with over 14 armed subjects, including the children.
What?
Another fight erupted after the discovery of a deluxe barbecue grill, which 13 Americans had simultaneously called dibs on when the item was pulled out of a shipping container.
No way.
All 13 Americans died from gun-related wounds.
No way.
When the last wave of the 12,000 Americans had entered the epicenter, overcrowding ensured that the accidental fall of one individual would trigger a continuous series of additional falls. Without any open space for the midday sunlight to reach the wet ground, the bodily fluid had no time to evaporate, and the number of falls steadily increased. At around 1:30
Most American way to die, brother.
The posterior legs of the Suez Canal crab twitched and incited panic in a nearby crowd. As Americans attempted to flee, Many fell on the slippery ground and were trampled by those rushing behind them. By 1:33 p.m., the screams of the panicked crowd had reached a deafening volume, reportedly being heard over 5 miles away. Due to the reinforcement of the Cairo exclusion zone's gates and orders from the Ministry of Health to prevent any American citizen from leaving the exclusion zone, the massive crowds were kept inside the 3-mile radius of the epicenter, held in place by an orderly line of tanks that flanked the entirety of the zone's perimeter. The gates stood for over 6 hours as Americans ran from the epicenter. Many soldiers became ill at the sight of injuries caused by the thousands of bodies being crushed into the metal bars. By 7:15 p.m., everyone within a half-mile of the gate had perished from extreme pressure. Heat exhaustion, accidental falls, and gun violence were also major causes of death.
Major causes?
The Cairo exclusion zone gates were opened at 8 p.m. Soldiers searched for the remaining survivors. Of the over 12,000 Americans who had arrived, only 944 survived.
And this is why we should not dip our toes into overseas problems, okay?
Of the American survivors were found kneeling around the Suez Canal crab and claimed to have been promised from a deity that they would survive if they prayed to the crab. However, none of them could account for the remains of dead worshippers that littered the ground around them. They would later establish the Church of the Ever Given during their stay at a local hospital. Howard Melrose, an American journalist permitted to visit the Cairo exclusion zone the day after the stampede, said of the site,
this guy was in here earlier.
Like something from a medieval painting. All of their bodies were jammed into each other. Everyone became one.
He was the one that discovered the thing. World Heritage Site? What? Lincoln Looker. April 2021. How many seasons of this is there? We're almost 5 hours into stream and I am sleepy as fuck. So I'm trying to find a good cutoff point, but this is amazing. Dean Disaster? No. Oh, the story of America's worst TV hacking. Oh, okay.
During a broadcast of ABC Evening News, anchor Frank Reynolds told viewers to be prepared for tomorrow and that they would witness the start of a glorious adventure. Word spread quickly throughout the country, and civilians invited friends and family to their homes in anticipation of the next day. Although no details of this glorious adventure were known, it was widely presumed to be another exciting TV announcement from President James Dean. Watching parties were organized in living rooms across America, and on the evening of May 13, 1969, after the ABC Evening News ended, televisions were closely watched with millions of unblinking eyes. No one wanted to miss what President Dean had to say.
What? No.
James Dean's America is hell. But you still don't believe us. You'll hear the truth from James Dean himself.
What? No way.
Immediately following the broadcast, air raid sirens activated across all 50 states. The sirens blared at a far greater volume than usual and burst the eardrums of every civilian within a 4-mile radius.
No.
The resulting panic triggered severe overcrowding at bomb shelters and deadly stampedes in the streets. Thousands were trampled and hospitals were overwhelmed within the hour. Fires broke out in all major cities.
Major
and
cities?
cars left running in the streets produced lethal amounts of carbon monoxide, which flowed into poorly ventilated bomb shelters and suburban homes. In Washington, D.C., the White House was placed into lockdown immediately after the TV hijacking. and President Dean was rushed to a maximum security underground bunker. Able to hear the anguished screams of civilians in the streets above, Dean refused to stay in the shelter. When carbon monoxide alarms went off in the bunker, he urged his staff to exit the White House with him and shut off the vehicles left on the roadways. With a phone call, Dean mobilized the National Guard to assist with the deactivation of the millions of parked vehicles across America. Several more phone calls to high-ranking military officials and world leaders revealed that no nuclear missiles had in fact been launched. President Dean soon realized that the air raid sirens had been hijacked by a domestic organization and immediately ordered all forces
Nike, I love you, bro. Thank you, brother.
of the military to disable every active siren in the nation. When military technicians arrived at the location of the sirens, they found that the bodies of prior technicians, who had perished from the combination of stress and the siren's sheer volume, piled so high as to have formed a ramp to the top of the speakers. The overcrowding of streets by civilians and unaccompanied cars frequently blocked the path of emergency vehicles and prolonged the process of disarming the sirens. Against his advisor's wishes, President Dean tasked himself with the deactivation of an air siren near the White House. Although he would accomplish the task fairly quickly, Dean sustained permanent ear damage and was rendered fully deaf.
No.
The sheer volume had also caused countless blood vessels in his body to burst and produce several abdominal hernias.
No.
His condition was shared among the millions of other Americans who had been near the sirens at the time of their activation. 3 hours would pass before all air raid sirens would be fully disabled. The next morning, at the advice of federal authorities, civilians slowly made their way from the shelters back to their homes. Although some continued to stay in the shelters for fear of radioactive fallout, most accepted the explanation given by military officials over the radio. There is no nuclear holocaust. A domestic terrorist organization hijacked the sirens of America. The streets were littered with bodies and automobiles. The National Guard handed out blindfolds to the young, sick, and elderly as they exited the shelters to prevent the scenes of bloodshed from causing fainting spells and heart attacks. At the Walt Disney Medical Center, physicians examined President Dean and other members of his staff who
Walt Disney Medical Center? What?
helped disarm the sirens. All were diagnosed with severe hearing loss. Against his doctor's advice, Dean insisted on issuing a public statement on the traumatic events that had transpired. Although he initially wanted to appear on live television, a glance at the mirror discouraged him, as he saw the countless bruises and tears present on his skin due to the intensity of the sirens. In coordination with technicians from the Department of Defense, President Dean instead organized a large-scale radio broadcast utilizing the very air raid sirens they had disabled. Later that night, a bruised Frank Reynolds would announce on ABC Evening News that Dean would speak through the sirens and that captions would be displayed simultaneously on television for viewers who were hard of hearing.
Jay, sleep well. Love and appreciate you, brother. Have an amazing fucking day tomorrow, dog. Uno momento por favor. I will be right there.
It's Jimmy speaking. I'm sorry, very sorry for what's come to pass. I wish I could bring back your friends, your family. I want to fix everything. This is not the announcement I planned for, but as you know, there are people who have it in for us. The Anti-Dean Association. They hijack our systems. They hurt people. The Anti-Dean Association is an anti-American association.
I want you to keep an eye out for them. They will not be hard to find because they are very proud of their silly ideas. Find them and bring them to your local authorities. We'll make things right. We have places for people like them. This is Jimmy, signing off.
Oh my God.
Over the next week, hundreds of thousands of anti-Deaners would be
Now, in my opinion, I think the U.S. did this on purpose to frame the ADA and give them a reason.
apprehended and sent to correctional facilities around the United States. These facilities, meant for the anti-American, were aptly located near or at national monuments in order to symbolize a return to American virtues.
Yeah,
Most
I'm sure that's
would
what it
stay
was.
for merely a few weeks before being released again. Friends and family of rehabilitated anti-Deaners frequently claimed that they would have improved personalities, no recollection of their past criminal activities, and even slightly altered physical appearances. These methods were so effective in calming the terrorist that many innocent civilians requested themselves to be sent to these facilities in hopes of radically changing their lives. However, federal authorities would deny any admission to those who were not affiliated with the ADA. During one address, President Dean acknowledged the high volume of requests from the public.
A lot of you want to be sent to the same places we're sending those anti-Deaners to. I get it. Those who come out of these places, they look clean as a whistle. But if we send you to those places too, then those correctional facilities lose their purpose. If we send everyone to prison, then what's a prison anymore? This is Jimmy, signing off.
On the morning of May 22nd,
Damn, Jimmy got
9 days
anti-charisma
after the disaster,
recently.
President Dean received a state-of-the-art hearing implant from Maze Machines, an up-and-coming tech company. Around noon at the Walt Disney Medical Center, the device was surgically inserted into Dean. The sound quality of the implant and the speedy nature of the surgery inspired Dean to imagine a new government department, which would be able to oversee the mass production and distribution of quality hearing implants to the American public. That evening, President Dean requested an emergency session of Congress and proposed the ambitious project.
I can't hear a damn thing. Did you hear me? I can't hear a damn thing. Neither can you, or you, or you, or you. It doesn't matter whether you were near the sirens or not. None of you are listening. We need to bring together those technology companies to build and send hearing devices that the public needs. Hearing devices that you yourself need. And through a collaboration with the Department of Health, we can give back to the people what our failures took away. We can let a mother hear her child laugh again, and let a man hear his dog again. We can give everyone their hearing again. And who's stopping you? Listen to the public. You're all about deadlines too. So here's one.
By July 4th? Holy shit, this guy loves America. Holy shit.
July 4th, I want every American to hear the fireworks.
Due to a malfunction in his auditory implants, Dean was unable to hear himself and as a result spoke much louder on the Senate floor than on previous occasions. The volume of his speech, which greatly amplified his compassion for the American people, profoundly affected the senators, and in the early hours of May 23, 1969, after 10 hours of discussion, the Department of Technology was approved. It was the fastest an executive department had ever been established.
Damn.
By May 27th, all persons with hearing loss attributed to the anti-Dean disaster would be eligible for the surgical implantation of a hearing device free of charge. Mass operating rooms would be established throughout the U.S., able to house over 1,000 patients at once. The use of surgical androids was approved on June 6th, which increased the number of surgeries performed per day over 250%.
Surgical androids?
Once all victims had been treated, those with deafness unrelated to the disaster also became eligible for the surgery.
Helen Keller?
On July 4th, it was announced that there was no incidence of severe hearing loss in the country. The United States was the first nation in the world to eradicate deafness. The achievement had been expected for some time since its first mention during Dean's congressional address. In preparation, many health organizations, both domestic and international, had prepared to host banquets for Dean and grant awards to him and his staff. However, President Dean spent the entirety of Independence Day racing cars with close friend Richard Nixon at a local speedway. Though many would cite the recovery from the anti-Dean disaster as James Dean's finest hour, the president was never willing to accept responsibility.
All we did was fix some ears.
Damn. It's worse than when the dude showed his butt on live TV and farted into the microphone. Not gonna lie, Amber Fowler ate. Listen to your conversations? What? Nuh-uh. June 2021. Okay. The Starry Sphinx. Video 1, TM Dawn Mars. TFM Dawn. We're on Mars now? You serious? No fucking way. Just spitballing here? Yo. From an interview recovered from an arson scene. Resorted. Former senior advisor.
Egypt was entirely against excavation. They have every right to be upset when we went ahead with it anyway. They said that their system worked for thousands of years and would continue to protect the country. They're right. At the time, the president and our military did not care. They viewed their solution as a problem and just in need of a better solution. American solution. Which in this case was excavation.
This guy was also the Lincoln Looker. No shot, Durf in the title. What's up, Lindbergh? TFMD leaves Mars? What? Oh, they bringing aliens back with him. Why look like he got little legs? Also, what time is this happening since our fucking technology advanced way quicker in this timeline?
Once the pyramids were classified as TFMDs by the U.S.,
for mass destruction.
TFMDs have been acknowledged by the UN Security Council as the single most dangerous threat to humanity.
What?
Of course, this was before climate change and mankind was classified as TFMDs under the new administration. At the time, it meant that the pyramids required immediate action.
What? Humans? What? TFMD enters Earth's atmosphere? What? That thing? What's that thing? Get Dean on the horn. We gotta get him to figure this out. President Dean went out into the front of the White House, the White House front lawn, and stopped the TFMD with his single pinky finger.
The ancient pharaohs personally appointed workers to guard it, with some years of their lives striking the trees. They
What?
The goal was not to cut down any of the trees, of course. That wouldn't be possible until 1945.
What?
Rather, the intention was to shift the tree's focus from upward growth to internal repairs. The ancient Egyptians knew that they could not permanently halt the tree's
No.
but by prolonging their growth, the Egyptians bought themselves time to build enormous towers that would better contain the trees.
Oh. First day I had service? Oh shit, bro. How was the camping? TFMD is attacked? It's pooping on us, dude. Oh, shit!
Within the first week of excavation, we had found the pyramids extending much deeper into the sand than we had previously thought. The more we dug, the more bricks we had found had already been laid. At the time, we had convinced ourselves that the pyramids had to be finished structures. It would only be a matter of time before we would reach the bottom. By the third week, we realized that we had been wrong the whole time. The pyramids extend down infinitely. You can imagine our reluctance to tell the public that the pyramids were not pyramids at all. They were towers, infinite towers, all three of them. Towers which contain enormous species of metaphysical flora. Who knew that the pyramids were merely the tips of buildings?
Just the tip. TFMD's false children land? What? What the fuck? Oh, this is just the original Xbox startup menu. What the hell? Oh! False children organize into the star sphere? Star Sphinx? Is that what it's called? Sorry, I'm fucking it up. We're watching Monument Mythos, Limburg. Sphinx distracts. No. Great Pyramids rise? Rise? Other pyramids awaken? Video affected by radiation? No fucking way. What the fuck? What the fuck? How many are there? Present situation? What? There's just a bunch of pyramids around this thing? Oh wow, that really fucked with my eyes. Anti-Device Association. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I am so insanely sleepy right now. I think I call it right here. We're literally about to go into part 20. And then there's what? About 19 more? President Eaton, that's a lot of sand. Maybe True Forces of Mass Destruction were the friends we made it a long way. Why? It's analog horror. Come on. It's crazy. Kind of confusing. Is it? Okay, good. Good. I'm glad I made the right call.